All right. Friday night, you're back again. This is We Onza, 99.9 FM. You've waited a whole week again, a cold motherfucking week. We're back in the building. But lucky it's Melbourne City, so we're keeping it hot tonight. We've got my man's Rwrdz in the house.
Yo, what's doing?
Chilling, my G. And we got my man Damo back again
What's
on the
doing,
co-host.
brother?
You heard him last week.
I just needed more. I needed more.
Yeah,
So I'm here again.
He's basically been living here. We can't get rid of him. This is part of the furniture.
That's it.
All right, man. So I'm just going to start with the generic shit.
Fuck yeah.
Where'd you get your name?
My name, fuck. It's a good question, actually. Fuck, I should have thought of this one.
Fucked up the
before.
first question already, mates. The pressure's on.
No, basically, through Graff, choosing words and everything. I used to write a word that was sort of similar, and I liked the R's. I always liked R in graffiti, and then it's like I know a lot of people don't really like. I don't know, it seems like a lot don't like W's, but fucking I've always liked W's. It's like upside down M's, you know.
You don't see that a lot, eh?
That's it, yeah, that's what I thought. And I always like words that were fucking, you take the E out or something and create a word with it, and liking the R's and the W. I put R, RWR together, and then I was thinking of words that would work with that, and it was rewarder, then rewards, and then I started rapping one day and thought I'll just run with the word,
Word up. So talking about Graff, you were doing that before hip hop?
Yes, yeah.
How far did you get into the Graff scene? Did you have a couple words before Rwrdz or?
Yeah, I had a few words beforehand. I never really got far with them. But yeah, Rwrdz is the one that sort of stuck after a while.
How deep into the scene did you go? Did you have a crew? Were you rolling with a crew?
Yeah, a few crews over the days. Used to chuck up LBK and MTS. Don't really see many people from those crews as much anymore. And NSK, shout out to Ours and the boys. A few crews, I suppose, to answer the question. But, so LBK was probably the main one. Shout out to Bugger and all the boys. Depots, I was speaking to him before. What's going on?
Those crews were all, notorious when I was growing up. They were all, street stars to us coming up.
Yeah.
Were you a part of those crews when they formed?
No. So, LBK was, Lilydale Belgrave crew and shit like that. I'm from Ivanhoe myself on the Hursty line. There was the original boys in the crew. Bugger and a few of the boys got chucked in. And then, I think Bugger put me in from there. And, eventually met them all and stuff like that. But, I wasn't, I wasn't there for the sort of, the starting days, as you'd say. So I was a bit later on, but I had my own little crews and stuff. PSC. There's a new, there's a TFD going around these days, but we had one back in the day. LBK was probably the one that stuck with the most. But then everyone sort of started doing their own thing after a while. Whether it was jail or starting a business or fucking whatever.
Hey, how old were you starting to do that shit? Getting around cruise?
That would have been probably, I'd say 05, 06, near the end of sort of finishing school, was when, I first started doing that,
So with LBK, so if that was the one that you were in particular, you can't see it here, but when we were talking about him, everyone in the studio was just nodding their head. They were notorious in the crews.
BK.
Killing it for a while,
At the end of the day, you got by LBK.
When I found you cunts on MySpace, mate, that changed my world, mate. I'm MySpace days, mate. The fucking golden era.
We all got into rap and stuff, and Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, a lot of people looked up to us and stuff because we got up in Graff like a lot. I suppose.
Sick fucking raps, bro, as well, man. Like,
Yeah,
I remember hearing you cunts for the first time, and I'm like fucking mind blown.
Sick.
Raw shit,
I
good shit.
appreciate that, bro.
In the Graff days, can you tell, like, there's so many stories, like, back in the day, just these were like urban legends. Do you have any sort of story to tell us about you and the LBK boys? Still is an urban legend.
There's a few fights and things. Shit. Let me think.
We put him on the spot now, ladies and gentlemen.
Fuck, where do we start?
Yeah.
Maybe
train
start from the
yards,
start,
fucking
yeah, or something like that.
Drinking
Train
in
yard.
parks and fucking, getting in sort of, big punch-ons that we should have tried to avoid. Knives getting pulled out, all sorts of bad shit.
Can you even say this on air, mate? You're trying to be real careful right now.
Not that they got used or anything, but nah. What's going on, bro?
Chillin'. We've just got a couple new heads in the studio.
Crooksy, what's going on?
Yeah. All right. Well, you said train yards. Like, were you guys hitting panels heaps? Because I remember, like, I seen yous everywhere on the streets.
Well, like the other boys were hitting them harder than I was. Panel days. Like, no, I remember like a while back, I did a couple down like Eltham or something. Eltham and McLeod. This is probably like pre LBK days.
What was
they were
Eltham
fun
yards like
times.
back in the day?
Eltham
Because
was fucking
now it's
sick,
like
man.
hard, isn't it?
Fucking- Oh man, like I remember we had the fucking best times, man, and like we like weren't being too like discreet about it either, like we'd rock up. None of us were driving yet, so like we'd catch the last train out or whatever, and then fucking you'd think after you've done like one, you'd want to be get out of there, go home kind of thing, you know what I mean? But like we'd finish and then we'd fucking all our leftover paint, we'd be bombing all the way home, like fucking doing trucks and fucking people's front fences and all sorts of shit. But yeah, fucking, and then later on, fucking, I didn't really get like heavy on the trains. Like, did like I know the mission I'll never forget out in fucking Upfield. Fucking, I just posted the photo of it the other day to my Instagram. We went in there and we had like fucking, it was like 2+ hours in there, man. Like it was sick. I don't know if you'd get that anymore. Like, but yeah, I remember like Bugger fucking did like 2 whole cars to himself, 2 window down whole cars. That was fucking epic. Like, and like you had this rail where you could, that's the one. Yeah. You'd have the rail there so you could like, fuck. If like, it's 07 that was. Like going back, I'd fucking, if I knew I had that much time, I would have gone like T to B and everything. But fucking, it was like, did this one and then like, it was chill. Everyone was still painting and that, and like did another fucking one in another train. And then, the sun came up and like I'm waiting in my car with fucking, by this time I was driving. I was waiting in my car with another mate. We're waiting for Bugger. We're like, fuck, where is he? Then the sun's up and everything. Then this car comes driving. Like we're like, in the industrial area and that. And like this car comes down the street. And we're thinking, fuck, like we're done. You know what I mean? Like who would be driving down here at like 6 a.m. or whatever? And it ended up being like 2 of the other dudes that were painting with us, fucking, and they were just like driving past to say, catch you later and shit. We're like, oh, fucking hell, like way to scare us. You know what I mean? Like. But that was like a fun as fuck night. That was. But after that, I sort of gave the trains away. I was like, fucking, I should probably be doing something more productive with my life.
So, back in the day, like early 2000s, I want to say for us was like the golden era of Graff. Like I was just seeing hectic shit back in the day, but like your style is unique as fuck. Like I would say it's just boob. Like, anyway, how did you come up with your style?
Thank you, brother. Fucking, how did I come up with it? I guess fucking years of sketching. Like, You know,
Technical as fuck.
thank you, mate. Years of sketching and not listening to the teachers at school. You know what I mean? Like, sorry, mum and dad.
I was just wondering, are they fucking listening to all this shit, mate? Fuck. Oh my god, all the knives being pulled out and shit. Nah, I'm joking.
My mum knows all about me. Little knife
No, love you guys. Shout outs to your fucking better son. Nah, joking.
The style, yeah. So, yeah, years of fucking pencil and paper, fucking in school, and then after, and then get inspired by other writers.
Who were you looking at back then?
One I can think in particular, fucking still active to this day. Fuck, I've always loved Sipper's stuff.
Oh, he's fresh.
Yeah, I love his, technical shit and all that. So many. He was one, he sort of took me out a few times, showed me a few spots, and fucking I painted with him. And Refs is another one. He's fucking got a dope style. Reffer. Who else? So many to fucking.
It was a good time to be alive for Graff.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, what were your first instances of hip hop then?
Growing up, I was mainly into metal, still am, but,
Were you a scene kid?
hey?
Were you a scene kid back in the day?
No, I wouldn't say I was a scene kid, no.
We were all scene kids, yeah.
I never wore the fucking Doc Martens or the, fucking any of that shit, but I know I was just I was right into, metal and hip hop fucking got the same, amount of respect for whatever, but, I think it was, I think where I got my style from, originally, I was listening to a whole bunch of, Necro and Hyde.
Mr. Hyde, definitely.
Yeah, man, Mr. Hyde, fucking Ill Bill, Gore-Tex, all those dudes, fucking Slane's fucking probably all-time
No.
Slane's
favourite.
OG.
Fuck no.
Yeah, all those dudes, I'd listen to them flat out, and especially before Slane and that, definitely Mr. Hyde and Necro, and loved their sort of death rap shit, and and it's first
Sean
started
Strange,
out,
put it
it's
up,
just
put it up.
doing fucking yeah, bro.
Is that boom bap 90s type shit?
Yeah.
You got me onto Gore-Tex. Is it the Art of Dying?
Yeah, the artist.
You showed me that track.
Oh yeah, no, it's
You go
fucking
something.
yeah, no, it's a killer
Yeah.
album. That one, Gore-Tex, the artist. Check it out if you haven't. Yeah. He's brought out a new album with Stew Bangers. Final Expenses, that's worth checking out too. He goes under the name of Lord Goat now. He's he's crazy.
When did you go, I'm going to do this? When did you go, I'm going to start rapping?
I had a couple mates telling me Karma's back in the day, I think was the one I first started with. He was let's fucking. I think he was always writing
The
rhymes.
Killer Clowns, mate.
Shit. Yeah, Killer Clowns. He was always writing and he was real intelligent with his rhymes and shit.
What's
like
Killer
that.
Clowns?
We had this
Oh, it's
song
a
called-
fucking OG track, mate. I'll tell you all about it. I think that was one of the tracks that I I think that was one of the first tracks I heard from you boys when I was just scrolling through MySpace, and I'm like, yeah, this is that shit. It reminded me a lot of Necro and all that, and it was just fucking burner.
Yeah.
It's
that
fucking
So
was
this is
burner.
full back in MySpace
Horror
days
sort of
too.
rap, man. Horror rap.
We brought
It's
out
good
this track
shit.
called Clown Carnival.
I
And
thought it was Killer Clowns. Sorry.
And then Karma's had that creepy laugh.
That was creepy. Yeah, I was just full thinking.
Yeah, fucking, he had this creepy. I'm like,
Oh, it was gross.
Fucking,
Balloon animals consumed by cannibals.
there was some funny lines in there. We used to when when multi-syllable rap was the big thing, and half the time we were just trying to write dope multi-syllable raps. Half the time they didn't really matter if they even had meaning and shit. It was just
Balloon animals consumed by cannibals. Or subject his princess to incest. Fucking hell. I'm
yeah,
like,
he had
yep,
some pretty brutal
yep.
lines in there.
I got a fucking link
He was
with-
definitely above me with the skill at the time. Here comes a clown with his big feet and shit. But I can't even, I can't remember exactly, but it was some shit like that. And fucking yeah. So me and him started early off, and he was like, yeah, start writing, doing hip hop, whatever, doing some raps, and we'll start recording. And we bought this I remember we'd always talk about the golden mic. It was sort of like this one, but it was this Sony gold mic. I mean, they probably still sell them at JB. I don't know, but we bought this thing. We're the fucking golden mic, and we all our first songs from MySpace and shit were recorded on it, and fucking yeah.
Does anyone still have the golden mic?
Oh, fuck. I don't know. Probably, I don't know. Maybe his parents or something. I don't know.
It's like El Dorado, like the hidden lost treasure, you know?
Yeah, we got to fucking the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
Oi, the Holy Grail of the fucking LBK era.
Funniest part was that, like,
If you find the golden mic, that shit is worth millions now, mate.
The funny thing was, man, like, fuck, we had this golden mic, right, that was like, it wasn't, you know, this was an SM58 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, this was like, you know, pretty low quality mic, you know what I mean? Like, a weight, like, you know, not even anything near this. And, like, we'd go to the effort of putting up fucking blankets and, like, you know, fucking, what do you use, like, fucking mattresses and shit. Yeah, mattresses, blankets, fucking, all this shit. And we're like, why the fuck are we going on, like, all out on, like, soundproofing when this mic's gonna sound like fucking dog shit anyway? But, yeah, like, it was good fun anyway, you know? And, like, we're hoping, you know, maybe our parents won't hear us spitting these evil rhymes and shit. Fucking
What the fuck is wrong with our kids, mate?
Did your parents
door up
ever
with a
find
few
your rhyme
blankets.
book? Did your parents ever find your rhyme book?
No, they could hear him across the fucking room, mate. Like, even the other day, I was rapping down, I'm worried about what your parents hear. Like, fucking hell, mate.
Yeah, but fucking... Word up, Mumsy. Sorry for all those late nights. Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
Well, how did
We're
you
good
end up
kids.
linking up with Karmas and like even Flea back in the day?
Flea skis, what up,
Kept
Flea?
us.
You should be here. Yeah, fucking oath. So, fucking... I was trying to actually think of that before, fucking, where I met Flea. Where did we meet Flea? Like, I mean, fuck.
I met him with you, like, fucking...
You know,
He would have come over to yours to record. That's
like
how
he
I
wa-
met him.
Like, all I remember, you know, he was fucking super young when I first met him. Like, fucking, you know, even though I'm small, but he was like fucking way smaller than me. You know what I mean? Like, little Flea and like.
Hence
you know,
Flea.
I think I remember picking him up from school a few times and like fucking, like fucking, yeah, like probably no. I knew because I asked him the other day actually if I was a bad influence on him, and he confirmed that I wasn't. You know, so I was like happy as I'm like sweet as.
That's not what he told me.
You're the good old brother.
But, you know, like, so yeah, I remember like you know getting him like brought him back to the studio. Whether it was the fuck, I think we had a better mic by this time. It was a condenser one or whatever, not the golden mic. And yeah, got Flea around because like I think whenever like first met him, like it always like this cunt could spit bars, you know, like whatever age he was, and ever since like day one, you know, he was dope as fuck. Like, and then so I brought him back to my. Sorry if I'm swearing too much. Brought him back to my house. And, like, we did this track together, and yeah, like it was funny as I remember, like what you know, we had the set up at my parents' place, and like we're walking in, like here's little Flea, like you know,
Kept us, throw you in the compost.
yeah, and then like you know he's walking in like g'day, like being all nice and everything, and then we're buying the mic, like you know, fucking, you know, he's like gonna kill you bars and shit, like. But yeah, then since then, yeah, he just kept getting better and better, and fucking, you know, yeah, fucking, it's great to see sort of how he progressed, you know, and what, yeah, like fucking, he spat some bars to me the other day actually, and fucking man, it was like, yeah, insane. I was like, you know, because I hadn't seen him in a while, so catching up with him was real good, and hearing that he was like, you know, still even getting better to this day, it was like really good to see. So yeah, like a lot of people are asking him, you know, where his new music is and that, but when it finally comes out, it'll be worth the wait.
Oh, you got to hear it unreleased.
Yeah, fucking, yeah, so it was fucking, it was definitely worth the wait, whether it's another 3-4 years or 8 or 9, it's fucking, it's some good shit coming.
Whenever
for
it
y'all.
drops, it'll always be special.
That's it, man.
Well, there's that one track with you, Karmas and Flea, Sleep
Yeah.
Deprived. And there's a photo of you
Leaving
on
me
YouTube.
out, mate.
Like, it's just you like young as fuck.
Yeah,
Like,
an old Nautica polo or something.
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Where was that photo shot?
Oh, that was in the backyard, actually, at my parents' house. Next to the barbecue and that, we used to always have these
Took a photo
barbecues,
without me,
fucking-
mate.
Paddy would remember. Looms, what up, Looms? Fucking, we'd have these Barbies late at night, and fucking, it was so dope, man. You know, whatever we'd be doing late at night, we'd get home, we'd cook these barbecues up, and fucking, yeah, that ended up being where that photo was actually taken, yeah. Oh, man, always fucking...
Man loves a Barbie.
I haven't had one in a while, but yeah, I'd always love a good barbecue, man.
Doesn't he?
Good
Oi, he
ribeye
cooked me the
steak,
fucking
bro,
best
fucking-
steak recently. I'm like, I've been buying steaks just trying to replicate that shit you fucking made me, mate.
Word to ours, you know. He taught me how to cook a good steak, you know.
Well,
Where to all the cows that fucking sacrifice themselves to be...
just to get an A grade.
Yeah.
So moving on from there, like your style got it even more grittier. You have that song Locked Down with like Klepto
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff.
fuck.
How did that come about?
No shit, that song, damn. So I remember like there was this one week where like Karmas and Laura and that were they were staying at this place, near Box Hill, I think it was, and he had his mic set up. And I remember, it had this, it was like they had called like the Pringle box mic set up or something, where they had like the condenser mic put into like a Pringles box, and like the cord would come out, and like it's like, you know, could just buy a mic stand, whatever. But like, you know, they were like, there was like this like sort of coffee table, and like, you know, they'd have like the thing there, and like everyone would be sitting on the couch and just move it along, you know, and like. Yeah, so the mic would be like in this Pringles box, and like anyway, like moving back to the song, the Pringle box mic. You know, there was the golden mic, now the Pringle box mic. Fucking anyway, and like they were making heaps of songs this 1 week or whatever it was. I think like, someone was away or something like that, and like they were making all these tracks there, and they're like, oh, you know, come round, you got to jump on a track and that. I think
was this also MySpace days as well?
Yeah, I'd say it would be. Yeah. I reckon it would be. And like Karmas and Klepto were making heaps of tracks at the time. And they're like, yeah, come round, you got to jump on one or whatever. Then like me and Laura were talking like separately to that track. We were going to make this song, and like we were thinking of a theme, and she was like, let's do this song like about like, you know, something against metros or something at the time, and like, and like I've written this like verse that was like all like you know, like F metros,
Yeah,
blah,
what is
blah,
it? It's
blah.
like fuck
Hang him off a
metros,
cliff
hang
and
off
let go.
Yeah, fuck your gay music. I can't stand listening to techno. Yeah. So that came about, and like she was like, yeah, write a track about, you know, against metros, blah blah blah. So I wrote all that, and then they were doing this other song, and then I think it was probably Karmas that kept saying, you know, you got to jump on this, got to jump on this. I'm like, I've got no verse, you know, like I can't jump on it or whatever. He's like, just do that one, whatever you're writing now and all this shit. I'm like, at the time it had like probably just those bars, you know. And then I'm like, fuck, all right, I'll quickly write some shit down. And like, you know, it's like, I never knew what the song was going to be called or anything, you know. And it's like, at the end, it's like, you know, was it Lockdown or Boob Life or some shit like that, you know. I'm like, fuck, I've never been to jail, but I got this verse. It's like talking about fucking metros and, you know, taking people's iPhones and things like that. Yeah, fucking it was for a while. And like, I had mates. Yeah, definitely before that. Yeah, like, I don't think I'd even heard of 360 at the time. Like, if it was early days. Like fucking, but yeah, and like. Yeah, and dudes are going to bubble and fucking nightclubbing and shit like that. But so I never really got into that scene, so it was quite easy to write the verse. But that's how that came about. And then I think there was Karmas, Klepto. I think Laura had a verse on there. And I think it's still on like SoundCloud or something to this day. If fucking fucking I wouldn't mind hearing that. It's been ages since I heard that shit.
It's on everything.
Oh, true. Yeah.
And then you got another video. It's called Life is Sketchy, and you got a music video to it.
Oh, yeah.
How'd that come about?
So I think around that sort of time, say what year it was brought out? It would have been like 2014 or something, maybe. I can't remember, something around then. I think I'd done one music video clip at this point, and like I think I was like, fuck, I got to do another music video, you know. And like since I've never really been big on the music videos, really. I don't know, I sort of, when I listen to music, I just like chucking on my headphones and listening to it. I've never been big on the visuals as much as, like, you know, there's some sick video clips out there, and it, like, you know, that's mainly what people listen to. They want to see something when they play shit and that. And like at the time I was like,
doing one, mate.
I'll get back into it, you know, 'cause now that I'm writing more and shit. But like, yeah, at the time I was like, I think I wanted to, it wasn't even a matter of like, you know, because I think I made that video myself. It was pretty basically done. It wasn't even the point of like, you know, not having enough to pay someone to make a video for me or whatever. I just wanted to do it myself, you know. I thought it'd be more fun to sort of, you know, stuff around and have a mate film it and me edit it and all this shit. And looking back, probably shouldn't have done that, but like, no, it was good fun though, you know what I mean? And like, yeah, I think Staples did the beat, fucking, videos. I think Laylos helped me out on that. If you're listening in, Laylos, fucking g'day, mate. And yeah, that's how that was born.
You've got like a couple clips in it from an event. Like, what was that event in the video?
Event. Oh yeah, fucking hell. That was you know, I think you mentioned this last
that was
week.
the fucking what in the video.
Yeah,
that was the Dirty Dyke underage show. Yeah.
Yeah. How did you get onto playing at Dirty Dark?
That was sick. I remember. I think you were thinking last week it was Fluent Form, wasn't it? That got you that gig.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah. I
So
couldn't remember who
fucking.
Hey, shout out to Flea. Cheers, mate.
Fuck yeah,
Cheers for getting us that gig.
That was the best, man. How good was that?
That was good. Those kids made us feel special.
Yeah.
Wait, did you hear? Oh no, actually, I said this in the last interview. Sorry, this is about you tonight.
Anyway, so Flea got a sat gig, got Dimmy, and Dimmy, I was a hype man basically, and
You're a beautiful hype man. You fucking
and
done a solid
there was
job.
like a underage one, then an overage one, and I remember the underage one.
The underage one was sick.
Like they were both dope.
The kids appreciate ya. You know?
Yeah,
I was there, and heaps of cunts are getting
the
rolled
city,
for their
yeah.
jacket, and look, it's the laundry
that was not overage one. There was like there was some place in the city. I can't even remember.
No, so
Probably like billboards
so
or some
the
shit.
underage one was in the city. The overage was in laundry. Yeah.
Like they were both.
They were both
hectic,
sick, man. Like,
they
the
were both
laundry
mad,
one was
but I remember,
dope as well.
Yeah, like that was crazy. You know, the little kids wanting high fives and things. They're like, yeah, fuck it. You know, I'm trying to remember my
And
rhymes.
Dirty Dark
kids
was a
are-
sick
they're like,
cunt,
yeah,
man.
everyone's like wanting to shake our hands and shit, and it's like, you know, you're trying to remember your rhymes and do your performance, and then all these kids are like they'd be like talking to you, like full on trying to have a conversation with you. You know, like, what's
Mate,
going on,
I
man?
never
It's
felt
like,
so
I'm trying to
special.
fucking
From
do a
now on,
show,
I'm
you
doing
know, like-
underage gigs. Fuck this. Fuck, they know, they appreciate their artists.
It's
and
all that
love you,
natural
kids.
energy that we
Not in a
lost.
Michael Jackson sort of way, but like,
yeah, and then the night gig
Shout out to
was
Michael.
it was sick. We like after that. Oh yeah, I remember after the day one. Laylos again, if you're listening. He was filming the
Stay
whole
away
thing,
from the
right?
kids,
And
Laylos.
I couldn't wait to hear the fucking, the video and everything. And like, I get my camera off him, and I realize the whole time he's been recording with his finger over the microphone. You know those old cameras with the
you had one fucking job, Laylos. You had one fucking job, and you fucked
and then,
it.
Yeah, we're on the tram on the way to laundry, and as soon as I notice there's no volume, I'm like, you fucking, start yelling at him and shit. And like, everyone on the tram's looking at us like, what the fuck? Like, and I'm like, oh no, it's all good, Laylee. Like, I forgive you, mate.
Nah, we love you, mate.
But that was pretty funny. And then I'm like, make sure you don't do that again for the nighttime one. You know what I mean? Bang, happens.
Do that again,
happens
Laylos.
again.
We'll slit your fucking throat, cunt. Nah, joking.
Yeah, and then later on, the same thing, the exact same thing happened again. But like we got a lot of good parts that weren't locked out, so it was all right.
Yeah, word up. Yeah, it's a nice video. It's good to be able to like see your face in a video as well. You
Yeah,
put a
sure.
face to the name.
Yeah.
On a bit of a heavier note though,
Yeah.
who's guilty party and what went into the final hour one take?
Yeah. So Joe Snow. Of
Oh, yeah,
Pain
word up.
Productions. Yeah. He hit me up and was like, do you want to do a verse for his show and all this stuff? And I was like, yeah, sweet as. And like at the time, it was soon after my mate Scotty, rest in peace, Cresta, had passed
Rest
away,
in peace, Cresta.
unfortunately. And I was writing a song for him. And I thought he wanted to film me doing like a one take verse or whatever, and like I ended up writing I think 2 verses, and that's what that was. So he came it happened really quick. It's sort of like this tonight, like you only hit me up the other day, and I was like, yeah, sweet as, like little sort of time to get ready and everything. It was kind of like that. He was like, oh, do you want to do it this week and all this stuff? And I was like, fuck it, like why not, So I was like, he came later that week and came around. He was really professional and good about it. He set up his camera in no time, and it's just Oh yes, Like he set up his camera in no time, and we were recording. I think I got it on my 3rd take or something. And by the time I finished, I was thinking I hadn't even offered the dude a drink, and he's like, "All right, catch a lady," got up and took off. And then him and his mate, was it Abel? I think it might have been. He like mixed it and stuff like that, and then he ended up putting it up probably like a month later or something. And that was dope. That was good fun that night. Yeah.
Word up. You've got Cresta on other tracks as well, like on the Chains of Regret mixtape.
Yeah. Chain of Regrets. Yeah, fucking. He came along and did a verse. I remember him, being real happy to be able to jump on that album and stuff. Album, mixtape, whatever it was. That was a mad day. Fuck, I remember. Yeah,
Fuck,
he
I'm
was,
about to get
man.
emotional now. Fucking
Yeah.
like thinking about the tracks. Man.
Yeah, and like I went down to his house and he was so happy that day to go into the studio. He poured himself a Jimmy. He's like, "I want to drink this and that." And I think I was driving or something, but he was like having a drink and he was so keen to go to like a proper studio and all that because like, you know, we'd done tracks at mine and shit like that, but like not at a, you know, proper studio kind of thing.
What studio did you go to?
So one that Dimmy put me on to, I don't know.
Giovanni.
I guess it's what it is.
Giovanni. Giovanni.
Anyway,
what up, Giovanni?
Giovanni's fucking studio. We went along and it was dope. He did good on that album, like, you know, and all the little sound things and all the stuff that a producer whatever does. And like fucking.
Yeah, I was just
so
about to
the
ask.
track with Scotty, and I remember that night. One night we were at my house, and I think like I can't remember exactly, you know, what was going down, but he was like, "Let's fucking make music and stuff," and I was like, "Yeah, sweet as," and like then we wrote that track, and it just like, you know, I think we put a third verse on there where it's like me, like, you know, back and forth, like between me and him. And just like we just sort of like, you know, we're writing it and pass the page back and forth, and like the verse just sort of wrote itself, you know.
How did you meet him?
Going way back. Painting actually. Like I remember, like actually I was sort of talking about that sort of panel photo before. I posted a photo not long ago of the first piece I did with him. I met him, and we went and painted in Hawthorne Drains. I did my first Rwrdz piece actually. The day I met Scotty.
That's massive.
Yeah, down in Hawthorne Drains with some other dude I can't remember now. But yeah, did a little RWR. He was writing something else. But yeah, once he got his word Krest, he stuck with that, and that was him. You know, as what everyone knows him as. Yeah.
Hectic word. Mad style.
Legend, fucking absolute legend.
He was like probably one of the most passionate about rap, and he wasn't even like really a rapper, like fucking for most of the part. But fuck me, like he was obsessed, especially with Eminem and stuff.
Yeah,
like
and that's
Eminem.
why I eventually got him to start, you know, like doing it himself. Like, man, like, you know, you listen to it all and you know all the words to like every Eminem song. Like, you know, you got to just start writing some lyrics yourself and doing it. And like, you know, since he started, he like really like got into it, and like that was his passion, like hip hop and Graff as well. But really good times. 100%, yeah.
Rest in peace. What went into the Chain of Regret mixtape? How did that even come about?
Yeah, so prior to that, I'd made a few mixtapes, or you know, probably actually I made a few, 3 or 4 mixtapes.
Yeah, you made a fucking. And then, you got busy with that shit.
Yeah, and then eventually, Dimmy was making an album. I'm like, I got to come
for
along
8
and
years.
make one and beat him doing it. You know, I was like, fuck, I got to like, you know, work on a project and do a proper album, you know, and blah blah blah. You know, not these fucking take a beat off YouTube, even though that's like what I'm gonna do on the show. But you know, just to save a dope check mate beat, I got a dope checkers beat I'm gonna use. But I thought, you know, Dimmy came around with this beat. Yeah, shout out. And I thought, you know, I'll use the YouTube beat for this, and then save that for the, you know, the proper release and everything. But the album. I had like a whole lot of beats I got off Looms. He's probably one of my favorite producers, you know, especially in this country. Like, he makes some dope beats. He just brought out his own project. He brought out his own project, which I recommend checking out. That's real dope.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I got most of the beats off him. Fucking, they were sick. A few others off this Adelaide dude, Vamps.
Oh yeah, word. Yeah.
Like,
putting syringes
down
in
ball.
sandpits. Isn't that like? Isn't you putting syringes in sandpits?
Yeah, fucking.
Everyone they know how to do the Vamps voice. Like, it's grouse.
Yeah, anyway, he made some dope beats and that.
Yeah, fucking oath.
Fucking ponds and that. Fucking. Fucking.
Want to see who's the
tightest?
tightest?
Once I had like a whole bunch of like, you know, original beats and everything, I'm like, fuck it, let's go into the studio and make some shit. And shouts to everyone that jumped on that album and were a part of that. And yeah, so I thought like I think like no, it was like I wouldn't say it was the best time in my life. Like it was good fun making that album, but I was going through a bit of shit here and there, and it was sort of like the last of my drug taking days, sort of getting clean and stuff. So like it's a bit all over the place.
Going through a breakup as well at the time,
there,
and like
yeah,
you just kind of like put it all into that album.
Yeah,
and you don't give yourself enough credit for that album. Like you sometimes backtrack on it and think, like depressive shit. Nah, I reckon that's an underrated great album, man. Like, and I think it's like helped you a lot, like get through things,
Yeah, no, you're right.
It definitely served its purpose, man.
Like it is what it is for its time, But look, I know looking back, I always think, fuck, I wish I did something better, or put more time or more effort into it and shit like that. But fuck, it is what it is, and I think a lot of people liked it. And I got good feedback, so
So it's basically like a little bit of a rite of passage.
Yeah, I'd say so. Like, and saying like that, there was really good times as well, making that album and like waiting ages for Dimmy's verse, but it was worth waiting for. It was a dope verse, that one.
Thank you, brother.
I did a real sick verse on that one.
And not only that, like you haven't rapped for a while, man. Like, and like it was just all of a sudden out of nowhere you come out with this album, man. Like it was special, man. Like, and deserves more credit. Check out Chain of Regrets for anyone listening.
I think most of the tracks are on YouTube, I think. Fucking and shit. And there's a Bandcamp page, I think. I think I got rid of all the physical copies. I ended up like I sold some, and then I gave some away, and then I just said like anyone that wants a copy basically like hit me up. And then I ended up like just I fucking spent more money like shipping them out than fucking But it was a piece of art in time,
Sweet as.
Yeah. But I want to start working on another project real soon, and
also your merch, bro. You need to get back.
The merch game was fun.
The Rwrdz jumpers, they were getting around. Like we needed
everywhere,
man. Like that's
everyone's got a Rwrdz jumper.
When are we gonna get some more Rwrdz fucking merch?
What went into that jumper? Because everyone's got one.
So I mean, I'd originally made this one with the old English letters and shit, and everyone was telling me, man, you got to do a tag on there, use your hand style and blah blah blah. And I was like, I'm not the first to do it, and then I'm like, fucking yeah, why not, So I ended up doing a tag, and I got a little photo back of what it was gonna look like. I'm like, that's pretty cool, So I'm like, let's go ahead, and I think I started with t-shirts, I think, and then ended up getting jumpers, and it was sort of did better than I
think what's sick about that tag on the merch is the way that it streaks like a texter running out of it.
Mate. Yeah, just recently there was that chick on the news and she was wearing your fucking jumper and shit. Mate, it was fucking funny.
Yeah, this fight going down on the west side, and
and Rwrdz was up.
On the Channel 9 News, Chloe was interviewed and that, and she was rocking my shirt, and I was like, fuck yeah, I wasn't watching the news or anything. I had a mate in jail. He rang me up and he's like, bro, did you see the news the other night? Someone was wearing your shirt and that. I'm like, bullshit. I'm like, yeah, he's in jail watching it, and I'm like, fucking hell, and then
the boys in the yards get to see.
I'm like, it was a weird fucking story. Sawskis, mate, was doing. He
There's
told
your promo
me,
right there, mate. And she was the highlight of the news, bruh. Fucking definitely.
No, that was fucking. It was pretty funny, but that was some good what's the word? Promotion, I guess. Yeah.
Word up. Yeah. Well, you've heard us jibble on for about 40 minutes. So we're going to play some of these tracks that you've been hearing us talk about. But if you want to give us a call at the studio and ask Rwrdz a question over the air, you can call us on 0426 085 095. I'm going to say it again.
We on
04... Sorry. Let me start again. I'm going to say it twice more. 0426 085 095. And again, 0426 085 095. We're going to play these tracks. Give us a buzz. You can ask Rwrdz a question.
Cheers for listening in, yo.
We're gonna do it. Peace.
Yeah. Rwrdz One. Shooks on the beat. Big up Joe Snow. Rest in peace, Scotty. Love you, Cresta. Yeah. I could be making beats, but I'm too busy painting streets. No face, no case, I'm straight to the place with the greatest space to spray my name. This game I came to play, but I'm not in it for the fame. I just need an outlet when I'm out, let's try to escape this chase. No fucking with what I create, no drugs, cause this what got my mates lost up in some toxic traits, don't need your shit, just want some space. My head is lost and I feel like I'm in a constant race. My heart is pacing, so I stay trying to erase this constant pain. I stop and wait and I sit back and I consider my options, because I dropped from mixing smack, but now I'm on some boxing. Stop drinking liquor, cause it's not gonna fix my life. Cause I get drunk and think which punk I'm gonna stick my knife in. Don't want no prison time, I just wanna live my life. Kick it with those close to me and focus on the business side. I chose to do such stupid things when I was a younger prick. I do the dumbest shit, get drunk and mix it with some troubled kids. Yeah, I'm in a troubled state. I fucking love you, mate. I hate that we got stuck in ways that tragically had become your fate. I put my trust in faith, I don't believe in higher powers. Cause if I did, you would be here with me rhyming the loudest. The time is now, I must move on because I'm crying showers. I feel so lost, I feel you're lost, this could be my final hour. You were the toughest man and I will never understand why life went and fucked our plans, so God, you have the upper hand. That's if you're listening, I'm no Christian, not much left in me. I don't believe you're real, cause if you were, Scott would be here next to me. He took out the best in me, we'd be cooking up recipes. I'd look up in the sky and feel so high like I'm on ecstasy. But now I'm stuck and I feel like I had lost motivation. Never forget the times when we would rhyme, get drunk, go bomb the station. Little bit of patience left in me, no scribbling on paper while you're next to me. Now I'm getting drunk and I'm fucking angry, but I'll never stop sending love to your family. Yeah, Rwrdz.
Welcome back to Onza.
And
This is your host, Damien Illich, the Dirty Seven.
All right. And it's Friday fucking night. You're tuned into Onza 99.9 FM. We got
shout out
Rwrdz,
to Throw
we got
Off.
Demi in the building. We got Crooks in the building. We got Casey in the building. We got Gar. We got Selb. That makes GNS. And we got my man Branchy on the right over here. We got a full house in the night. You know what's going on? This is fucking Friday nights on Onza. We got a full house, bitch. All right. All right, my G. Rwrdz One. Can I get you to spit a little something for us?
You sure can, mate. I'm gonna fucking. It's not gonna be off the top, you know what I mean? Because like I had a short amount of time to prepare this.
Do not worry, my cousin. No one has done it off the top yet.
My music career and that, it's like fucking. It was even hard getting these out, you know what I mean?
Just a tip, because when I last week pulled out my phone to read off the thing, I wasn't spitting into the mic close. Fucking spit that.
Yeah, nah, sweet as
like it was my cock.
Alright, we're jumping straight in. Dark, old school. Boom, bap.
Let's get it! Yeah. Rwrdz One. Back up in this. Yeah. 1, 2.
I will rock the mic until I've lost my mind. Drop so many rhymes that I forgot the time. Escaping what I was facing with a constant reminder to stop being who I was and start to become wiser. Give it up, you're alive and breathing. Forget about your past and just start believing. Stop writing bars with the darkest meaning. If other rappers think they're better, then they must be dreaming. Tell them all to get fucked and watch you bust this evening. With so many flows that you know your meaning. On this earth, his birth was to be so deceiving. Make them all believe that their rhymes are tough. Now it's time to tell these rappers that their time is up. I've been patiently waiting to end their careers. Get charged with a deadly weapon when a pencil is near. 10 years plus I've been doing this here. I had to stop while I took a break to go pursue a career. And I'm never looking back because the future is here. I will never get far by choosing booze and gear. And the wheels in my hand I gotta choose to steer down the right path through my fears.
This a message that I pass on to all my peers. Everyone goes through blood, sweat and tears. It's the lessons you learn so regrets don't reappear. Because I've almost died a matter of 5 times. Battle me, why try? I'm a cat with 9 lives. Leaves me with 4 more. Fuck, I love spitting, but I hate the time that I lost from taking drugs. Fuck addiction. I don't freestyle, it's just written. I got a mean style, yours is just bitten. Fuck slutty women, my this is given, so fuck off. My ex loved to give head, she's a nut job. Here I am, no face covered, there's not a disguise. I'll take your cash while I'm smashing, that's robbing you blind. I'm out of rhymes, I'm out of line, I'm lost in the mind. But I got a future ahead of me since I stopped doing crime.
Woo! Fucking oath, lad! Fucking oath!
Word the fuck up.
Bringing that hungry rewards back, man. That's what I want to fucking hear, mate. I told you they'd love that nut job line. As soon as that came on, it
was directed at
he loves to give head. She's a nut job. That is genius. That is shout out to your ex.
That was not directed to not to any ex in particular, but
nah, no ex. That was just some clever wordplay. No one.
Word up. This next beat, Limestone. Let's get it.
What up, Luna?
What up, Luna?
Yeah. I feel like all these people want to see me fail, but like deer near a hunter, I will leave a trail of destruction. I function not off weed but ales, and I'm blind all the time but I don't read in braille. All these bars in front of me but I never been to jail. Always late but weighed up like when you read the scales. I'm a beast on the mic, your rhymes are weak and stale. Bomb shit till I hear sirens and I need to bail. Quick cash, I got weed for sale. Go and package that shit up like receiving mail. And I focus on my rap down to every last detail, like a beautician working on your treated nails. And I don't give a fuck about your secret tales. I'd rather go paint pieces down my secret trails. Your features are needed, your tracks are shit. Call you Freddy Krueger, you're only attacking kids. Like a bad addiction, you won't leave me alone. A new message appears every time I see my phone. But I need time to zone out, rhyme each word that I wrote down. Since we put our tracks out, all I see are these clones now. No doubt we're the rappers you wanna be. I've been expecting apology since the day that you followed me. And fuck your astrology, we're the stars of this shit. Kill every track we've been on since we started to spit.
This is raw banger, short-tempered, the dwarf anger. Like a miniature on Trump when he's gone bankrupt. Brain evicted, not paid to think, so don't talk manners. Lyrics poverty-stricken, literal poor grammar. Explore franger, inflammatory towards Nana. Junkies back for the thunder smack like Thor's hammer. Fuck it.
Yeah, Loom's on the beat. Practice this one. Once we get that one right, it'll sound fucking better.
Once we learn that shit.
Loom's on the beat, yeah, killer beat.
Yeah.
Luna's got a verse on that as well when it fucking finally comes out.
Wait, can we get the first one again?
First one? Yeah, the whole track. Now that it's a bit louder, I'll probably get it better.
We're gonna get that first one again. It was so fucking hard that we're gonna re-up.
Go even more confident with it now, brother. You got this. You got this, brother. You got this. What? AR in this fucking bitch. What? Old school shit. MySpace motherfucking days. What? Oh. Yeah. Get him.
I will rock the mic until I've lost my mind. Drop so many rhymes that I forgot the time. Escaping what I was facing with a constant reminder to stop being who I was and start to become wiser. Give it up, you're alive and breathing. Forget about your past and to start believing. Stop writing bars with the darkest meaning. If other rappers think they're better, then they must be dreaming. Tell them all to get fucked and watch you bust this evening. With so many flows that you know your meaning on this earth since birth was to be so deceiving. Make them all believe that they're rhymes are tough. Now it's time to tell these rappers that their time is up. I've been patiently waiting to end their careers, get charged with a deadly weapon when the pencil is near. 10 years plus I've been doing this here. I just stopped, I took a break to go pursue a career, and I'm never looking back because the future is here. I will never get far by choosing booze and gear, and the wheels in my hand I gotta choose to steer down the right path through my fears. This a message that I pass on to all my peers. Everyone goes through blood, sweat and tears. It's the lessons you learn so regrets don't reappear. Because I've almost died a matter of 5 times. Battle me, why try? I'm a cat with 9 lives. Leaves me before more. Fuck, I love spitting, but I hate the time that I lost from taking drugs. Fuck addiction, I don't freestyle, it's just written. I got a mean style, yours is just bitten. Fuck slutty women, no trust is given, so fuck off. My ex loved to give head, she's a nut job. Here I am, no face covered, there's not a disguise. I'll take your cash while I'm smashed and that's robbing you blind. I'm out of rhymes, I'm out of line, I'm lost in the mind, but I got a future ahead of me since I stopped doing crime.
Yeah, and that's some real motherfucking shit. Tell him we Onza up in this bitch.
Onza, let's get
it,
Onza.
let's get it now.
Yeah.
Hey, fucking no, brother, I fucking love you. Oi, that brought me back to the old days. I'm pumped. Let's go stab motherfuckers up now. I'm joking, Woodsy's family. We're gonna give to the needy tonight. Needy sluts. Oh.
Yeah, cheers to everyone listening and that.
Hey, shout out to Throw Off.
But yeah, another shout out to Haram. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
You just got that twice. That is probably the first time that I've ever had someone re-up a fucking verse.
I did it last week, motherfucker. You keep forgetting.
Poor Timmy.
Forgot me on the other track.
I was so wasted last week.
Nah, I'm joking, mate. I'm joking. I'm playing. This is Woodsy's night.
It's rewards time, mate.
Alright. This is rewards. Let this beat play out. It's pretty much played out. Alright, rewards.
Yeah, fucking that's gonna go on a checkmate beat with Luna, I'm pretty sure. Fucking yeah, like I just sort of, didn't bring the original beat because I'm saving it something special.
Word up.
He's back in the game.
We've had you for about an hour and a half now, so we'll start to wrap up.
So can you get the fuck out? Mate, you've been here on a fucking...
Come on.
The fridge is empty.
All right.
Fuck
The fridge is empty. I'm hungry. I want to get the fuck out of here.
Fucking tags all over the walls. Fucking.
The studio's been bombed.
What's going on, Mario?
The boys came
Stevie,
through,
what's
they
going on?
fucked up.
Stevie Turner.
Yeah,
Woo!
Stevie Turner, shout out to Stevie Turner. Shout out to Trons.
I told you,
Oi,
Stevie, I was going to shout you out. What's going
Trons,
on?
we've never forgotten about you, brother.
Forgot you, Tronskis.
Tronskis.
Doppels. What's going on up there?
Fucking who the
you
fuck
want a rollie, lad?
Shout out to fucking Revelations, Donny. Shout out to fucking Ryan fucking
Shout
Waterhouse.
out to Exhorter, doing a track with him soon and all those boys.
Hey, before the shout-outs, wait. Tell me, what is the future for rewards?
The future is rewards.
We're going to be living on an island by then, 5 kids. I'm joking.
Well, I guess after these last 2 verses I wrote, in like the last few days, I'm hungry, I'm going to go hard, I'm going to work on a new album and that. I'll work on something at least, do some drops with Dimmy here.
Yep.
We're going to do a video or 2.
Fucking about fucking time.
Got some shit with Luna, and as I was saying, I got a track with Exhorter that's coming out soon. Fucking shout out to all you boys fucking from down, down fucking Epping-Hursty line, Esther, Pagan, all those boys. But yeah.
Shout out Hursty line, shout out Epping line.
All those boys, and then I guess just be working on an album and hopefully drop a couple tracks in the next
next few months, those ones that you just heard will be properly done somewhere, not with the golden mic or the Pringle box.
Unfortunately,
bringing the Pringle box shit back, mate. It's gonna pop.
Yeah, no, I like the sound of that sort of underground bedroom recording shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've always loved that shit.
Yeah, fucking oath.
I guess if it's gonna be a proper
troublesome kids, mate.
Yeah,
troublesome kids era.
We did better songs than those fucking golden mics.
Yeah, we
and
did.
shit.
We fucking went hard, mate.
All right, now shout outs, go.
I've done that many shout outs throughout the whole fucking episode.
Shout out, first of all, shout out to every motherfucker here.
Yeah, fucking oath. Shout
out
out
to you, everyone
legends,
here.
all of ya.
Shout out to my little workmate Gabriel. He left early. Oi, my little quirky motherfucker, like
Crazy motherfucker.
Shout out to fucking Throw Off.
Shouts to Cass Haramsky. Fucking, I think I even wrote a list, so I didn't want to forget anyone. You know what I mean?
I just want to thank God.
I basically shouted everyone out throughout the whole episode.
I want to thank Jesus Christ.
Shout outs to Flea, fucking Alex Jones.
Shout out Flea,
I want to say, what up to Craig, if you're listening in, anyone in Cresta's family that's listening in. Also, we got Stem. What up, Stem Skis? We got Foltz. What up, Foltz? He's a fucking burner from Lockout. Yeah, Foltz. So yeah, he chucked us up the other day. That was a burner piece, bruh. Fucking L1 Laura. Depots. J-Bob. J-Bob got me on a track recently. Cheers for that, bruh. That was fun doing that one. He's up and coming dude, and he's fucking real good. I want to see some more shit from him. If you're listening in, Dyke Skis, fucking what up to him? Fucking hey. One line, yeah, fucking shout out One Line.
Yeah, shout out our sponsor,
the best
One Line.
fucking paint shop in Melbourne.
Yeah,
fucking
shout out the boys.
Fucking shout outs to Spoey if you're listening in. Mario, I think I already said.
Shout out to my boy Nicky B. Rest in peace. Love you, brother. I forgot to shout you out in the last one, so I'm doing it now. Fucking love you, mate.
And yeah, I think I've fucking said basically everyone else. Fucking bugger, what's
shout
doing?
Out to my I miss you guys. I miss.
Haramsky, the main shout out. What up? And thank you, fucking Onza, for having me on.
Onza. Onza. Let's get Onza.
Well, you just heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. That is another night of We Onza Friday nights, 99.9 FM. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to Rwrdz.
Thank you for listening.
You're going to start seeing a whole lot of shit. You should have seen the motivation this man came through with tonight. All right.
Yeah.
Peace, everyone. I'm going to start
legends. You're all legends. Don't do drugs.
The things that I learned from living in the flats at an age so young, I found a way to adapt. And if I got lost, I found my home right back.